Second event was the Electro Handicap over 1,600 metres, and victory here to Kingdom's Treasure, well ridden by Wayne Harris, defeated Ball of Fun, and there's an unlucky runner here, Dinky Doo, you'll notice very wide on the home turn after striking early interference.
Having a crack at it, Kingdom's Treasure coming into the picture, Majestic Bisque likewise, and Dinky Doo right out off the track, and then Golden Waves, Ball of Fun looking for room, and taken very, very deep out Polynesia in company with Tamarind as they race to the 250, and Dinky Doo's got the head in front, Kingdom's Treasure second, then La Parisienne, Ball of Fun into the open, finishing stylishly. Kingdom's Treasure, however, raced up to La Parisienne and Dinky Doo, then Ball of Fun, here's a go, Kingdom's Treasure's hit the line and has won a nose. Kingdom's Treasure, I feel, a nose, Ball of Fun, Dinky Doo, and
I think those two place getters might be worth following. They're Ball of Fun and particularly Dinky Doo. Third event, the Tails Handicap, and Miss Clicquot, well ridden by Darren Beedman, pretty confidently ridden to score narrowly from half a favour. And Entree New, you'll notice, sliced between runners right on the line to be very close up in third place.
And forget all about White Bridge. Up to the bend, an exciting tussle. Our Cinderella challenged by half a favour and Clive Comet. Noblest under pressure, followed then by Miss Clicquot taken to the outside. And Splash a Dollar going with the favourite, but at the 250. Half a favour the leader, but Miss Clicquot's after her very quickly. And Miss Clicquot on the outside and half a favour. Hammer and Tong clear a Splash a Dollar and Entrepreneur warming up. Miss Clicquot and half a favour. Miss Clicquot is going home best, is she? But half a favour kicks. Miss Clicquot a nose. Maybe Miss Clicquot a nose, half a favour, and Entrepreneur half head between them.
Lofty Bear dealt punters a body blow with his success in the fourth event, starting at 20 to 1. That's him in the orange colours, running third at this stage with the blinkers. He defeats Go Rebel very easily. Go Rebel loomed as a threat after straightening, but faded on his run.
One Luskin Flight and then Pike's Lane. Go Rebel taken to the outside in company with Red Pulse, straightening up, and Bold and Brazen a length and a quarter. Lofty Bear, Proud Zam Whiter out and battling on his Royal Sabre, followed by Go Rebel and Red Pulse. Bold and Brazen's history. Lofty Bear's taken the lead now. 120 to go. It's Lofty Bear, a length, Proud Zam and Go Rebel, but Lofty Bear is battling on far too well for his rivals, and he's holding Go Rebel and Proud Zam to win 2.5.
Fifth event was the Gay Vista Handicap, and Anntelle, who was heavily back, 9 to 2 into 7 to 2. Beautifully ridden by Ron Quinton. Anntelle fourth on the fence, coming to the home turn. Too good in the straight for Dashing Vagabond and Grey Receiver. And I thought All Chant one to follow. That's him in the yellow colours, 4 deep at the turn.
Leaders at the moment from Grey Receiver and Dashing Vagabond, but you'd throw a hanky over the field as they swing. By golly, they're tight. Real Dream after Red Current. Anntelle out now if she's good enough. Followed by All Chant, and then comes Definitely Royal, but past the 200. Anntelle after Real Dream and Red Current. All Chant battling on, and then Old Grey Receiver. But Anntelle shot away. 100 to go. Quinto getting down to Rider out. She's in no danger, Anntelle. Grey Receiver and Dashing Vagabond with All Chant for the minors, but Anntelle wins it well. Anntelle from a tight finish between Dashing Vagabond and Grey Receiver.
Sixth event was the Divide and Ruled Handicap, and Premier Flight, very good filly and very consistent. That's her in the lime colours, running second at the home turn, and she's just too good in the straight for Purple Maze and Koi Sand, who had every chance to run down the leader.
Then Petal Face Lunar Sky, followed by Winged Feet, Rebel Fire. Line calls given up from Primrose and Tap Time around the corner, and the rider in shortens off on the favourite Premier Flight, and Premier Flight straightens up a length and a half to 2 lengths on Coco Sand, battling on tenaciously. Then Jedi and Posh Polly, followed by Purple Maze running on. It's Premier Flight in front from Coco Sand, and then Purple Maze. Premier Flight is getting plenty, and this big daughter of Bungenhead's too good, and Premier Flight goes to the post to win it a length and a quarter. Purple Maze second, looking for longer, put her down. She's one to follow. Coco Sand third.
Handy filly, that Premier Flight, has been very consistent in recent weeks. Seventh event was the Regular Handicap, and Buena Gold, very consistent. He had a lovely run from his good barrier, and he dashes away in the straight to defeat Half Shilling and Bemboka Spirit.
And then comes Embarrassing and Coral Beat, Sandbar Do, and then Bright Sand making time. Lode O Gold and High Above around the corner, and Bemboka Spirit just leading the way. Buena Gold is endeavouring to get out. He's into the open now, and then Half Shilling at the 200. Bemboka Spirit tackled now by Buena Gold, who shoots to the lead, and Buena Gold has raced right away and has put this beyond doubt in the twinkling of an eye. Half Shilling will get up for second in front of Bemboka Spirit, but an easy win to Buena Gold. Buena Gold, 2.5 on the line to Half Shilling. Third home, Bemboka Spirit.
Final event was the welter handicap, and Jax, the leader on the home turn, just too strong in the straight. Shadowmenio was gradually wearing him down in the final 50 metres, but the margin on the line, a long neck in favour of Jax.
And Full Alert brings up the rear. It's Jax just leading the way from Zephyr Tai as they commence the run around the corner. One Shadowmenio parked inside of Lord Paddington, about to be wound up by Quinton, and then comes Lord Warden and Crown and Anchor in the straight, and Jax leads the way. He's about 3/4 of a length on Lord Paddington. Zephyr Tai under pressure, and then Shadowmenio. By golly, Jax is fighting on like a tiger. Shadowmenio trying hard to reach him. Jax still in front from Shadowmenio, nearing the line, and Jax hammered right out will win it. It's Jax just beating Shadowmenio. Photo between Lord Paddington and Zephyr Tai for third, and then came
10-1 chance to finish the day with Jax ridden by Kevin Langby landing the welter handicap. We look now at the TAB information for the Warwick Farm meeting. The double numbers 2 and 3 paid $31.80. The treble combination yesterday 7, 2 and 3 paid $858.50, while the extra double from Warwick Farm 1 and 3 paid $24.60. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and return to have a look at the Moonee Valley meeting at Moonee Valley yesterday, as you'll notice in our replay of the first event, which was the potential stayers handicap over 1,600 metres, and Affected and Exemption drew away from the field coming towards the home turn. They had the race between them on straightening. Affected too strong for Exemption, and Danish Mount finishing third.
Then Affected in the centre, Waratah Bay weakening, and they're 5 lengths to Danish Mount and 5 to Jonella Lord Waterford. Exemption now got clear. So Delightful's gone. Affected after Exemption at the 350. They'll come away and fight it out from So Delightful, Waratah Bay, and a gap to Danish Mount. It's Exemption the inside, and on the outside of it, Affected running on well. Affected moves up to Exemption, 200 to go, and takes the lead now, Exemption. On the outside, Affected to put its head in front of Exemption at the 100-metre mark and drew clear. They're 4 or 5 lengths, Waratah Bay and Danish Mount. But Affected is starting to come away from Exemption and Danish Mount, and Affected the top weight wins at about 2.5 Exemption. 4 lengths third, Danish Mount, and then Waratah Bay, Belgonia Queen, Jonello.
Affected too strong in the straight there for Exemption. Second event was the hurdle over 3,400 metres, and My Hutch, the winner here from Highland Ranger. My Hutch third, coming towards the home turn, dashed away in the straight, and he finished up winning by 2.5 lengths from Highland Ranger, who ran on solidly late.
Highland Ranger running down towards the last with 100 metres to run, and My Hutch kicked away. He's clear. Highland Ranger coming home very well from Monsis, but My Hutch is in front, and My Hutch is going to come away and win the Moonee Valley hurdle. My Hutch by 2.5 to Highland Ranger, 2 lengths third, Monsis, then Melly Bronze every chance.
Impressive win in the third event, which was run over 2,600 metres in those pretty gruelling conditions. And Conshelle, you'll notice in the pink colours, makes a searching run up very wide. Actually, Conshelle has dashed away just coming towards the home turn and easily held off Whiskey Creek and Go Gong a distant third.
Go Gong, but it's Conshelle at the 200-metre mark, revelling in the going and racing 4 in front. And she looks home from Whiskey Creek, and Go Gong's battling on well from Secret Diamond. But the top weight, Conshelle's 3 lengths in front and going powerfully. And in the run to the line, although getting a little weary, Conshelle wins at about 2 lengths. Second, Whiskey Creek. Third, Go Gong. Then Cut Price, Secret Diamond.
The fourth event was the steeple, over 3,600 metres, and Cozi Kid scores here. Does a pretty good job too, because you'll notice there's an incident just at the last hurdle, which could have easily affected his winning chances.
The last jump clear. Wainui battling on from Waikato King, Merino Man, but Cozi Kid comes down towards the last jump. The riderless horse is in front of him. The riderless horse is down. Cozi Kid is hampered. He's still in front, getting up, and he's inside now. Wainui, Cozi Kid, Wainui, Cozi Kid just in front and gets there. Cozi Kid a half head, Wainui flashing home. Light Horses third in a sensational...
Courageous effort there from Cozi Kid. We'll show you now the slow motion. The riderless horse is Trans Yonder, who's coming towards the last steeple, is in front. And Cozi Kid just almost on his heels as Trans Yonder comes through this last hurdle. That's Trans Yonder coming up to it. He absolutely crashes through it, a spectacular fall, and he almost trips Cozi Kid. Fortunately, he was able to veer away from the fallen horse and go on to score from Wainui, and Light Horse is running on very strongly for third. At almost a nasty incident there at the final steeple. Fifth event was the Wedgwood Handicap, and Evergreen Jester Boy. He's clear coming to the turn. It looked as though he's in some trouble from Benny the Tsar, but he fought on very strongly in the straight.
Then to the back, Ben Lock, but Jester Boy in the home straight, nicely clear. Jester Boy up the stretch. He's 11 years of age. He's 2 in front of Benny the Tsar. Flying home is Abel Arkale. Jester Boy in front of Benny the Tsar and Abel Arkale. And Jester Boy, although getting tired, gets the money. Jester Boy scored nearly a length to either Abel Arkale or Benny the Tsar. 2 lengths to Spinning Image, followed by Noble River, My Masquerade, Benlock.
Sixth event was the second Ardok Handicap over 2,600 metres, and Fiddleback. He's running third coming towards the home turn. He's too strong for Norfolk Tiger and Apper's Luck.
Home turn from Ivan's Pride, then Norfolk Tiger, then Mr. But Fiddleback looks set to win, turning for home. He kicked away from Norfolk Tiger, Ivan's Pride, and El Peligro, but at the 200, and the rider stole a look over his shoulder. He's nicely clear, Fiddleback. Norfolk Tiger coming home well, but Fiddleback, although drifting out, is in front. Norfolk Tiger pegging him back. Fiddleback still in front of Norfolk Tiger and Apper's Luck, and Fiddleback's too good for them. Fiddleback a length and a half. Second, Norfolk Tiger, 3 lengths away. Third, Apper's Luck from Mr.
When they reached the home turn in the 7th event, it looked like Luskin Road was set for an easy win, but the situation changes dramatically in the final 100 metres, with Straight Approval slicing through in the middle to score from Aussie Banter out wide, and Luskin Road a fading third.
By Aussie Banter running on in the straight, Luskin Road in front from Sobriquet, Celso, then Aussie Banter, but Luskin Road at the 150-metre mark, nicely clear. Under the big weight, Sobriquet can't get him. Down the outside, Aussie Banter, and Straight Approval are flying. The leader getting off the track, and Aussie Banter is starting to flash home. Straight Approval got up on the rail. Straight Approval going home better and gets up to win 3/4. Aussie Banter second, and neck away third in the race is Luskin Road. Captain Canada's come home well to run fourth.
Final event from a rain-sodden Moonee Valley track yesterday was the 4 and 20 handicap. I bet there was a few of those consumed in the cold down there. Over 1,000 metres, and Mersey Star was going to win very easily halfway down the straight. But have a look at this flying finish from Kalimna Queen.
Mersey Star gets on terms on the outside. They're fighting it out. Belstani, Mersey Star clear of Mirror Jack, and from a mile back, Kalimna Queen. Mersey Star got to the front. Kalimna Queen is flashing down the outside. Mersey Star. Mersey Star a long head, an unbelievable run second, Kalimna Queen. Third, Belstani on the inside from Brilliant Broker.
It was a fantastic finishing burst there from Kalimna Queen to just fail. Perhaps on a bigger track she'll be better suited. Look now at the TAB information from Moonee Valley yesterday. Firstly, the double numbers, 10 and 8, paid a healthy dividend, $193.70, while the treble combination for Moonee Valley was 1. Most of the winners came very deep on the track, which was badly cut up in close. First event went to Shot. It was quite well back to start, 13-2. Defeated Belhio, only a half head in it in the finish.
Running home fairly well was Black Ivy, and here's Bellyho, the favourite, putting in his claim down the outside. They come inside the 200 and Shot still in front, but Bellyho's the danger on the outside, and now Billy Boy getting a rails run. These three have got it between them. Shot in the centre. Now Billy Boy and Bellyho coming in the pair, but Shot still in front with about 100 to go. Bellyho coming at him now. They come to the line, locked together. Shot in front, and I think Shot a half head on the line. Shot may have just beaten Bellyho. Third, our Billy Boy.
But Cummings trained Shot scoring there. The second event was the Crown of the Hill handicap, and the winner here was Baron Cayne, trained by Bede Murray, who's looking for the Fourex Cup next week with Hussar's command. Baron Cayne, in the lime green colours, he joins the leaders 3 wide at the turn and comes away to score decisively under hard riding.
Jackson, Baron Cayne moving up swiftly. Figaro's history, Baron Cayne's race to the leader, half length on Jacks. Avestan third, Figaro on the rails, and then Born Red and Papa's favourite down the udder at the 150, and Baron Cayne a half length clear on Jacks, followed by Avestan on the outside, clear of Papa's favourite, but Baron Cayne is going to hold them all at bay, and Baron Cayne a half length Jacks, then Avestan.
Popular Hero was sent out a long odds-on chance in the third event, and he won as an odds-on chance. He made a very deep run coming towards the home turn. That's him in the red colours. He comes away in the last 50 metres despite a tendency to just hang in slightly.
As they straighten, Iron Dagger is the leader now from Snuffed Out. Popular Hero getting warmed up on the outside. He's coming into it now and past the 200. Snuffed Out, Iron Dagger being claimed by Popular Hero. Popular Hero on the outside goes to the front now from Iron Dagger. Clear of Snuffed Out and Dream Friend, and Popular Hero's untroubled.
Fourth event went to Bold Heather, who nailed the leader Double Beauty just in the last few strides. Double Beauty looked all over winner at the 200 metres, still 3 lengths clear, but a determined burst by Bold Heather just grabbed victory.
A length away next is Dream in Vain. She's under heavy pressure. And then comes Bold Heather now warming up to the task. At the 150, Double Beauty the leader. Here's Bold Heather rattling down the outside. Bold Heather stride by stride getting Double Beauty. Bold Heather going after Double Beauty, and she's got there on the line. It's Bold Heather a nose to Double Beauty. Third safe courier.
Bookies were prepared to take plenty of risks with Noble Connection in the fifth event. Noble Connection left Brisbane by float last Tuesday and unfortunately struck all that bad weather. It was a long float trip to Sydney, but here he is on the outside in the yellow colours, and he really zooms home in the straight to outclass his rivals.
Rubino, Arctic Performer 1,000 to 1. Our Year raced up to Germanic. Here's Noble Connection storming down the outside with Il Rubino. Our Year the leader, but Noble Connection gobbles him up, and despite a giant betting blow, Noble Connection's coming away to beat Our Year by 3 parts of a length. Il Rubino's run third.
It was a big betting blow there. Noble Connection 5s out to 12, so it was big odds about a very consistent performer. Sixth event went to Late Show from the Brian Mayfield Smith stable. It's Late Show won from the outside in the grey colours, and he runs on to defeat Spend the Money by a long neck.
Straightening up, Roy Mack is the leader from Spend the Money, St Hubert's Bay. Red Pulse putting in a claim from Late Show likewise, then Like a Lunch at the Flood struggling. Roy Mack again joined by Late Show and Spend the Money on the inside. Spend the Money and Late Show, but Late Show on the outside is doing by far the better. He's a much improved galloper, and Late Show draws away to beat Spend the Money. Third was Roy Mack.
Seventh event was the Tui's Draft Handicap and Lode of Gold. He looked beaten several times in the straight, but he just lunges on the line to nail the leader, Cindy's Pearl, only a short half head in it.
Lode O Gold pretty wide out second, followed by Arts Victory at a good gap to Hail and Shine. Inside the 200, the rider goes for the whip on Cindy's Peel. Lode O Gold sticking on the outside, and they're well clear. It's Cindy's Peel and Lode O Gold. Lode O Gold driving at Cindy's Peel. It's going home a bit the better. Yes, it's made it. It's Lode O Gold in the last stride from Cindy's Peel. The clone third.
Lode O Gold, he's certainly a grand performer on rain-affected tracks. Final event was the Tui's Light Handicap, and Tommy Steele from the Harold Riley stable dashes away just after they straighten. He had the length and a quarter in hand at the finish, but a good finishing burst here from Flying Lark might be one to follow.
And Flying Lark, 120 to go, and Tommy Steele 2.5. Flying Lark running home doggedly. Tommy Steele is still in front, 50 to go. Flying Lark won't pick him up, and down to the line goes Tommy to win it well. Tommy Steele a length and a quarter. Flying Lark third, Bountiful Me.
Conditions getting pretty murky there for the last at Canterbury. I look now at the double and treble information from Canterbury. The double numbers, 1 and 1, paid $44.50, and that was the lucky number for the day because the treble combination, all the ones, 1, 1 and 1, paid $257, and the extra double from Canterbury, 2 and 9, paid $23.70. We'll take a break now in Sports Inn and come back and have a look at the Flemington. Rain affected. Didn't affect the Royal Shaun in the opening event. Darren Gouchy, he's right back to his best form. The scores here on Royal Shaun from Ratoma King and Aquastar.
Barocia about a length and a half in front. Royal Shaun went up second on the outside, then Madame Nelly, and further back in the field, then Ratoma King, then Cervitas, but Royal Shaun has bolted to the front of the 200-metre mark. Kicked away from Barocia, further back making ground Ratoma King. Right down the outside is Aquastar. Royal Shaun in front with 150 to go. Gouchy riding hard. I think it's got them beaten. It's holding Ratoma King. Aquastar out wide from Planica and All Prince, but Royal Shaun wins the first well, and Royal Shaun has scored about 2 lengths Ratoma King. Third home Aquastar.
First to Darren Gouchy, and it looked like the second also to the Whiz Apprentice. He was on the favourite Affected in the second event. He dashed away just after straightening, got a run through on the inside, and he looked certain to score, but I thought an impressive performance here from Exemption, who comes with a late burst and quite a stylish performance.
Kicked a couple of lengths in front at the 200-metre mark. In fact, it's race 3 in front now for Golden Hands. Gouchy, Naliska getting out late, coming after the leader. Then Surfleet and Exemption right down the outside, Affected in front. Naliska starting to peg it back, and Exemption flying. It's Naliska, Exemption going home better, and I think Exemption's got up to win on the line for Naliska. Third, Every Chance, possibly Affected from the fast-finishing Arabian Myth and Surfleet.
Exemption looks a real prospect for the early 3-year-old races in the spring. Third event was the Steeple, and Airmond just wore down Trans Yonder in the straight. He actually 3 of them almost together at the last hurdle, Airmond, Trans Yonder and Cozi Kid.
Airmond having another crack at him, and down the outside Cozi Kid. Here they come to the last jump now. Trans Yonder about a half in front of Airmond and Cozi Kid, then Wainui. The jumping's all over, 200 metres to go. Trans Yonder won't give any 3/4. Airmond in the centre coming at him. Cozi Kid is drifting out. There's 3 great chances. Old Airmond rising, 12 years of age. He sweeps to the front. Airmond's got the upper hand from Trans Yonder. Then Little Loffray further back Cozi Kid, but it's Airmond in front. And the great old New Zealand jumper, Airmond, is going to get the money, about 3/4 to Trans Yonder. Third, Cozi Kid.
Courageous effort there from the veteran Airmond. Fourth event, the Furious Handicap and Scenic Walk scores well here. In the lime green colours, a handy third after they straighten. Goes on to defeat Pearl Queen, who tried valiantly in the straight.
And then Roulette Star, and now Casual getting out and coming home well with Mercy Moore. Many chances, 200 metres to go. Infinite Spirit grabbed by Scenic Walk. Pearl Queen down the outside with Casual. Pearl Queen getting out after Scenic Walk, but Scenic Walk took the lead with 150 to go. Got a half length, Pearl Queen, followed by Roulette Star. Scenic Walk hanging on though, and Scenic Walk's won at a long neck on the line to Pearl Queen. Third eye, the Casual, the outside, a Roulette Star.
Another veteran, 8-year-old Ranger's Son, continued his excellent form when he took out the 5th event. He scored here from Todd Wilkes and Sports Ruler, who both had their chances in the straight.
In the straight, 450 out. Todd Wilkes went up to Channel Crossing. Reception went for the run on the rail. Then Sports Ruler down the outside from Natalie's Pride. Then Sarshin further back, Ranger's Son. Arctic Wolf can't win, 250 out now. Todd Wilkes got to the front. Sports Ruler after it from Ranger's Son. And then further back in the field is Hoodoo Joe. Todd Wilkes in front of Sports Ruler coming after it. Ranger's Son down the outside. It's Todd Wilkes the leader. Ranger's Son on the outside, pegging him back though. Ranger's Son going home better. Ranger's Son got up to win a half length. Todd Wilkes, a neck away third, Sports Ruler.
Ranger's Son scoring decisive there despite the tendency to hang in the straight, so quite a solid win. 6th event was the Grand National Hurdle, and this is the way they should all win. A conservative 12 lengths victory here to Zamenhof.
Zamenhof came to the second last, hopped over it beautifully. He's 10 lengths to Paddington Boy, and further back the Orchardist and Molly Bronze. But Zamenhof is staring the Grand National winning post in front of him as he get over the last. Here he comes to it, Zamenhof. He's over it safely and home in the Grand National. Zamenhof is well clear. He's a dozen lengths in front of Paddington Boy. Then 6 lengths further back, the Orchardist safely holding third. But Zamenhof is starting to run right away with the Grand National for 84, an easy winner. And Zamenhof goes to the line to win at about 12 to 15 lengths to Paddington Boy. 2 away third, the Orchardist.
Like a pretty healthy 12 lengths the margin there. 7th event, the Morrison Handicap, and the double here to Darren Gouchy. A great ride. He scraped through on the inside just after straightening on Purple Royale and had enough in hand to hold off Stirk.
Charles Beaufort on the outside put its head in front of Purple Royal the fence. Stirk further out, followed by What a Secret and Fox Hill. Purple Royal on the inside, just in front with about 200 to go from out after it, Stirk, and they're followed further back by Drop the Baton. Purple Royal in front with 150 to go. Stirk coming after him, followed by Drop the Baton, the centre. Purple Royal the leader. Stirk cutting him down on the outside. Purple Royal a neck in front of Stirk, and Purple Royal gets the money. A neck on the line to Stirk, 3/4 away third is Drop the Baton.
Great rider, Darren Gouchy, and a double there at Flemington yesterday. Final event was the Granville Handicap, and the Henry Davis trained Roman Frenzy landed some nice bets here. 14s into 9s, comes down the centre of the track in the white blinkers and the yellow colours.
And Roman Frenzy in the centre, and Longwood Lad battling on. Further back then, Sir Stoke. Here's a great go. It's Williams Beauty getting to the leader, Orlandi Star. Brummel, who is struggling down the outside, Steele Crest, Williams Beauty and Roman Frenzy draw to the front together. Over on the inside, Roman Frenzy in front of Williams Beauty, getting close to home. And Roman Frenzy's won the last about a neck to Williams Beauty. Third home is on the inside, Sir Stoke.
Now the 8 events from Flemington yesterday. I look now at the TAB information. Firstly, the double numbers, 1 and 16, paid $10. 460 cents. Nice
rupees, I think.
And the treble numbers, 4, 1 and 16, paid $831.60. And the extra double, 4 and 6, paid $80.30. I don't know what that divvy was, David.
Well, it was interesting about. I thought it was in rupees. You've been over in Pakistan and all that yourself. You should have picked that up.
No, I don't think I want that dividend.
You don't want that dividend?
I'd rather have the little dot further over.
All right. Okay, Bart, thanks very much for that look at Flemington yesterday.
Of course, the meeting had to be transferred to the midweek date because of industrial troubles, and it's been a horror carnival for the BATC. Firstly, forced to run their Rothman's 100,000 on a Wednesday, and then, of course, the rain yesterday marring the Fourex Cup meeting. Let's have a look at the Rothman's 100,000, getting closer. Magnificent ride by Greg Hall and a great training performance by Henry Davis.
Raymond Knight out wide began very fast, and Anything Tudor and Royal Deal showing speed with Daybreak Lover. He's fourth on settling down. Then Prince Harvey's Fixed Flash, followed by Mr. Magic Noble Note, then Final Affair. Sir Rocket is caught out very wide with Flash Lady in the early stages, getting closer, drifting back, and then Lord Baron of Viff. Royal Crest back third last with Mighty Supremo and Dynamo at the rear. 1,000 metres left to go. Raymond Knight has taken the lead. 3/4 of a length in front of Anything Tudor. A length and a half to Fixed Flash. Then Royal Deal, Sir Rocket, Daybreak Lover, followed by Prince Harvey and Flash Lady. She's still very wide. Mr. Magic in between horses. Final Affairs deep as they go down the side, then getting closer. Further back in the field, Mr. Magic Noble Note picking up ground, and then Lord Belliner. Royal Crest is a long way back with Viff, and then Mighty Supremo, who's starting a run, and Dynamo's last.
Onto the home turn, 450 metres to go. Anything Tudor with the advantage of the inside, went through to be the leader. It's Anything Tudor just in front of Roman Knight as they straighten up. Six Flash running third. Prince Harvey pulled to the outside and popped the big question. Final Affair, Sir Rocket running on gamely, and Daybreak Lover going for a run at the centre. Anything Tudor's kicked right away from them, 200 metres to go. Anything Tudor 2 lengths in front of Prince Harvey, getting closer, is getting clear, and he's rattling home with Final Affair on the outside. Getting closer, swept up to Anything Tudor. Getting closer, has taken the lead. Getting closer first. Mr. Magic second, tight third between Lord Bell and the Prince Harvey and Anything Tudor.
It was a fine training performance by Henry Davis to get Getting Closer to score over the 1350 metres, because his best performances certainly have been 1400 to 1600 metres and on bigger tracks. But what a great ride it was by Greg Hall. We'll show you the slow motion now of how Hall cleverly extricated Getting Closer from behind a wall of horses in the straight and made his run with split-second timing. Now, at this stage, just before they get to the 200, Getting Closer in the yellow colours with the black armband and the blinkers. He's coming inside Mr. Magic and outside Prince Harvey. Now, Getting Closer into the clear in the centre of the field there. Hall just going for the whip now. Outside him is Mr. Magic, the runner-up, and further out in the green cap is Final Affair, the New Zealand sprinter. This stage, Anything Tudor over on the inside is clear, but she's starting to tire as firstly Prince Harvey in the orange cap, and then Getting Closer in the blinker, storming through in the centre, and out wider is Mr. Magic and Final Affair. But you can see Hall now vigorously wielding the whip as Getting Closer claims the leader, Anything Tudor, and he was really surging away on the line. Mr. Magic, he's a marvel. He's 8-year-old now, but he's still got some fight left in him as he battles on strongly for second in the yellow colours, one from the outside, and coming in quickly in the middle is Lord Ballina to finish fifth. But Getting Closer, a clear winner there in the Rothman's 100,000 from Mr. Magic. Now we'll turn to the meeting yesterday. It was unfortunately a very heavy track we had to contend with there. The opening event was the Winfreux 2-year-old, and Goleen, well ridden by Mick Dittman, backed up after her run on Wednesday to score well from Smart Bid, who ran on strongly, and Finito Star. That's Kentish on the inside there, the grey colt from Melbourne, but he was never at home in the conditions.
Vying for the lead, Goleen came out smartly. Lady Airthorpe getting up into a good spot, but she's very wide. She's about 4 or 5 horses wide in the early stages. Followed then by Regal Jet on the inside. Finito Star drifting back. Mr. Merrymaker's getting well back with Money Go Round, and then Bold Jester. Whispering Spring is about third last on the inside, and then Smart Bid and Variegators last. 850 metres to go. Kentish with the advantage of the inside leads narrowly. Tall Silver and Neckaway second. A couple of lengths to Lady Airthorpe, getting it a little bit closer, but slipping in the going a bit by the looks of it. Over on the inside is Regal Jet, and then Golden Vogue, who's picking up ground. Mr. Merrymaker still very wide. Finito Star next on the inside of C. Rio, and then Bold Jester. Money Go Round drifting well back in the field with Smart Bid, and then Whispering Spring and Variegates along last. As they run onto the home turn, 450 metres to go. Kentish is just in front of Tall Silver as they straighten up. Goleen to the outside is picking up ground, and then Golden Vogue, Lady Airthorpe and Regal Jet. And further back, Finito Star. Tall Silver loomed up on the outside to poke his nose in front. But here's Goleen with a great run on the outside, and Goleen shortly after swept up to go to the lead. Kentish running about a little bit. Tall Silver got tightened up there. Mr. Merrymaker's making up ground, and Finito Star's getting a run on the inside. But Goleen has dashed well clear with about 100 metres to go. Smart Bid's making up plenty of ground on the outside, but Goleen's far too good in the run home, and Goleen goes on to win it easily. Goleen first, Smart Bid second, Finito Star third.
That was the first event from Doomben. You can see how heavy the conditions were, and the track did deteriorate during the day with continual drizzle. Second event was the Burt Lilly Quality, and victory here to Grey Khan. He's been very consistent racing in Queensland in recent years. Each carnival he's managed to win, and he's the grey horse in the green colours, settling about midfield. He runs on strongly in the straight.
Very fast running to the lead. Son of Gosh leads by 3/4 of a length. Dashing Vagabond moving up into second place. Beer Wagon a length away third. Founus is fourth on the inside, and a length then to Grey Khan moving up on the outside of Swift Zephyr. Then falls to Mazurski. 6 lengths to go to Mascot, and Admiral Lincoln's last. 800 metres left to go. Son of Gosh the leader, a length in front of Dashing Vagabond. 2 to Beer Wagon on the outside of Founus. Another length and a half to Grey Khan, and Swift Zephyr falls to Mazurski. And a break of 10 lengths go to Mascot and Admiral Lincoln down the side, just short of 600 metres to go. And it's Son of Gosh, a length in front of Dashing Vagabond. A length away third, Founus on the inside, then Beer Wagon. Grey Khan is now starting a strong run. He's coming up into fourth place on the outside, and then Folsom and Swift Zephyr. Flattening for the run in, 350 metres to go. Dashing Vagabond moved up quickly on the outside of Son of Gosh to go to the lead. Found us now into the clear, running on strongly, and Grey Khan down the outside. 250 metres out. Dashing Vagabond just in front of Son of Gosh. Found us and Grey Khan on the outside, and Folsom's making up ground. It's Dashing Vagabond in front. He's holding them at the moment. Grey Khan is starting to pick him up pretty quickly now. Dashing Vagabond and Grey Khan. Grey Khan going a bit the better. I think they hit the line. By gee, it's pretty close. I'd say Grey Khan has got up to beat Dashing Vagabond, and Folsom third.
Grey Khan just nailing Dashing Vagabond there in the last few strides. Third event was the Boarhead graduation, and Henley Wick continued his great form. He scored on Wednesday, and he backed up very well yesterday to defeat Living Daylights, who made a strong run down the outside, but just faded in the last bit, and Romantic Red battling on well for third.
On the inside of Even Field, then Cat o' Nine Tails, Romantic Red. All Cat o' Nine Tails in trouble in the early stages. He copped a check there, dropped back 3 or 4 lengths. Alchemia picking up ground on the outside, and then Phantom Mist on the rails. Living Daylights, Little Lively, and Principal Boy last of all. 850 metres to go. Wrecker Joe a half length in front. Fire Bay running second. Swift Valley third. Barbara's Boy out a little bit wide at the moment. Henley Week in between horses. He's running fifth, the favourite. A length and a half then to Romantic Red on the inside of In the Shadows, who's going up quickly, and Even Seal in the centre. Then Alchemia, who's now starting a run. Phantom Mist awkwardly placed on the rails, back in about 8th place at the moment. Then Living Daylights. Cat o' Nine Tails is a fair way back with Little Lively, and Principal Boy is last. They're running onto the home turn. 500 metres to go. Wrecker Joe leads by a length. Barbara's Boy going up quickly on the outside. Henley Week is pushing through in the centre. Fire Bay is still there. Swift Valley over on the inside, followed by Romantic Red. To the extreme outside, Living Daylights is coming home with a great run, and then in the shadows, Henley Week in front of Wrecker Joe. Romantic Red making up ground, and Living Daylights right down the outside. Henley Week's just in front of Living Daylights. In the shadows, Romantic Red boxing on gamely. Cook's gone for Henley Week now. He's fought on. Henley Week's just in front of Living Daylights. Living Daylights is dying on his run, and Henley Week is going to be too good for him, and that's 3 out of 3 in Brisbane. Henley Week first, Living Daylights second, Romantic Red third.
Masterly ride there from Peter Cook to score on the Mackay-owned Henley Week. But I thought the effort of the runner-up Living Daylights at his first start after a spell was very good. He might be one to follow. We'll take a break now in Sports Scene and return to have a look at the remaining runners from Doomben. He was a disappointment on Wednesday at Doomben, but obviously the quick backup didn't trouble him at all, and he relished the soft conditions yesterday to score from Blade of Baldrick and Manor Bourne, who came from well back. That's him second last in the green and purple colours.
Irish Quillen Bartlett showing speed, and Airkloof is pushing through in the centre. Velvet Smoke began quickly. Maracaibo began nicely. He's running about 7th on settling down. Standing orders over the downs, getting well back with Brilliantly and then Elegant Beauty. Medina Bay caught a little bit wide. Manor Bourne is second last, and Hallaroo's last. They've got 1,000 metres left to go, and Fugato with the advantage of the inside went through to be the leader. Leads narrowly on Blade of Baldrick. Bartlett is going up 3 deep and moving up 4 deep over the downs, followed by Velvet Smoke. 6th on the inside is Maracaibo Bay, and then Powder's Bucerama Airkloof. Then Medina Bay, followed on the inside by Brilliant Thief. Standing orders is picking up ground. He's close to the inside. Irish Quill is pretty wide. Manor Bourne is now starting a run, but giving the leaders a long start, and then Elegant Beauty and Hallaroo on towards the home turn. 500 metres to go, and Fugato leads narrowly. He's a half length in front of Blade of Baldrick. 3 deep Bartlett, and 4 deep is over the downs. They're clear of Maracaibo Bay, and further back Velvet Smoke and Manor Bourne as they flatten for the run in. 300 metres left to go. Fugato's the leader. He's about a half length in front of Blade of Baldrick, and they dropped off the rest of the field, headed by Maracaibo Bay, Bartlett, and Manor Bourne is storming home down the outside. Fugato's clear, 150 to go. It's Fugato a couple of lengths in front of Blade of Baldrick, and then Manor Bourne on the extreme outside, but Fugato's nicely clear, close to home, and Fugato's too good for them in the run to the line. Fugato wins it by 3 lengths. Fugato first, second home Blade of Baldrick, and third Manor Bourne.
Change of luck there for Jimmy Cassidy, the New Zealand jockey, who's soon to take up his appointment as the #1 stable rider for the Brian Mayfield Smith stable in Sydney. 5th event was the Fourex Cup, and by then the track was really a quagmire, and the riders had some difficulty with their vision after travelling only a few hundred metres on this circuit. But in the Fourex Cup, Hussar's Command came from well back in the field. In fact, he was with the tail enders turning out of the straight, and a great ride by Wayne Harris to defeat Kuba's Gold and Handsome Air, who's drawn the inside there. Another great ride by Gavin Duffy, deserved a better fate on Handsome Air.
In search of the lead. Royal Regatta began nicely, and so did Kia Mare. Abbott's going fast, and I Will. He's coming across the face of the field. He's going up. Be running about third as they link up with the course proper. Lord Balliner began quickly. Hawaiian Rain midfield. Kuba's Gold a little bit wide. Kia Mare after beginning well is getting back with Noble Falcon, Lord Seaman, Toujours Mio, Hussar's Command. Labrici's back third last on the outside of Rock Show, and 5 lengths to Sovereign Chief. as they go to the turn out of the straight. 1,600 metres left to go. Tempestuous is the leader. Tempestuous by a length and a half. Gadachi running second. Abbott third on the outside of Handsome Air, followed by Lord Bella and I Will in the centre. A length then to Kiwi Slave on the inside of Haley's Hope, then Royal Regatta. Out a bit wide, Hawaiian Rain to break it. 3 lengths to Beaver Boy. Next on the outside is Cuba's Gold. 4 lengths Hussar's Command, and then Noble Falcon, Lord Seaman, Toujours Mio. Kiamare's getting well back in the field with Labrici, Rock Show and Sovereign Chief. He can't pick his feet up. He's 10 lengths off last. As they run into the back, 1,200 metres to go. It's Tempestuous leading by a length. Gadachi running second. A length then to Handsome Air, beautifully placed third on the inside of Abbott, and on the extreme outside, 3 wide at the moment, Lord Ballina. Another length and a half to Hawaiian Rain, picking up ground on the outside of I Will, and then Kiwi Slave, Royal Regatta a bit wide. Haley's Hope in the centre, then Beaver Boy, Cuba's Gold, Hussar's Command, Toujours Mio. A length further back to Lord Seaman, followed by Rock Show, Labrici. Kiamare's giving them an impossible start, a long break to Noble Falcon, and last of all is Sovereign Chief coming down the side. 650 metres left to go. Tempestuous still the leader. She's a length and a half in front of Handsome Air. Abbott third on the inside, followed by Royal Regatta, who's coming into it with a great run on the outside. She's looming up into third place. Then Cuba's Gold, Hussar's Command is now starting a run. Lord Seaman to the outside is coming home strongly, and further back Toujours Mio and Gadachi as they straighten up. 350 metres left to go, and Royal Regatta, she's loomed up on the outside to go to the lead. Royal Regatta's just in front. Handsome Air boxing on gamely. Cuba's Gold on the outside, and Hussar's Command is coming with a great run right down the outside. He's taken the lead. Hussar's Command. Harris has gone for the whip. Hussar's Command shot clear. He's a length in front of Handsome Air, followed by Cuba's Gold and Royal Regatta, but it's all Hussar's Command, and Hussar's Command is racing away to win it easily. Hussar's Command first, tight second and third. Cuba's Gold second, and nose in front of Handsome Air.
In the end, it was a very easy victory to Hussar's Command, who's now likely to run in the Tattersalls Cup in a fortnight, but his long-range mission is the Melbourne Cup in November, and considering he ran a very good 8th in that race last year, he's certain to be one of the early fancies for the big Cup. Now, we have double and treble information because of the abandonment of the remaining races from the Doomben fixture, races 6, 7 and 8, that affected the double and treble. The double dividend was declared if you backed the winner Hussar's Command in the first leg, so you returned a special dividend of $10.40, while if you had the first 2 legs in the treble, that was 3 and 8, with any runner in the remaining leg, you received a special dividend of $44.50. We'll take a break now. David Fordham will assess his performance. You'll notice him in the red colours. He zooms to the lead about the 200 metres and careers right away in the final 200. From the Tommy Smith stable, and Luxor Lottery looks like a horse with some potential. I think he's going to go a long way. He defeated Sprightly Native and Fixed the Date.
The run followed by Ace It Up, and then Appease Comic Verse very deep. Fixed the Date lost a length from Irish Jade. Sprightly Native to the outside, then Beragora, Guadalupe and Captain Melody. Around the corner, Grand Central shows the way from Cherrybrook on the inner. A length away, third and getting into the open now. Luxor Lottery, it's simply flying, and Sprightly Native a long way back but making ground, but Luxor Lottery's pinched 2 lengths now, and Luxor Lottery 2.5 to 3 clear on Sprightly Native, and a good gap then on the inside to Fix the Date, but Luxor Lottery's going to be untroubled. It bolts in, wins at about 4.5 lengths Sprightly Native. Third, Fix the Date.
It was Ron Quinton Day at Warwick Farm yesterday, with Quinton booting home 5 winners, and the second event was the first of his 5 successes when he scored on Il Rubino, dashing ride in front, and under hands and heels riding, Il Rubino goes right away to defeat Artist Man and the Cob.
First to negotiate the home corner, and straightening now, it's Il Rubino kicking 1.5 lengths on the Cob. 2 lengths to Artist Man in third position, followed by Lord Warden, Splash a Dollar making some ground, and then half a favour, Il Rubino passes the 200, still about 1.5 lengths the Cob, and then comes Artist Man and Splash a Dollar, but Il Rubino's in absolutely no danger. A great ride by Quinton. Artist Man will get up for second, the Cob third, but Il Rubino bolts in.
Third event was the Dwyer Handicap over 1,600 metres, and Tross, he's a 5-year-old but was having only his 3rd race start, put in an eye-catching performance to really career away over the final part to defeat Green Ridge and Bifolk. Tross well back at the turn, but he really flies home.
Green Ridge shot to the lead. Ramondo Lad's given up, and Green Ridge straightens about 1 length on Bright Purple coming after him. Go Rebel in third position, and then Bold and Brazen followed closely by Tross, starting to charge down the adder. What a run this! Tross grabs Green Ridge in the twinkling of an eye, and the mail from the north that this bloke is good was spot on, because Tross is trouncing them. Green Ridge second, Bifolk third, and that's the way they finished.
As Ian Craig mentioned there, the male from the north, he was referring to Newcastle, where Tross had won in only maiden class at his previous start, so he handled the class rise very easily yesterday, and I think he's set for more wins. The fourth event, and Stately Queen was sent out a short price favourite. You'll see she had no luck at all. She was beaten by Dine and Dance, but certainly don't condemn Stately Queen on this performance.
450 travelling to the corner, Balancia on the inside, Shiva in the middle, and Stately Queen 3 deep. Mrs. Piper parked right behind them, and then comes Dine and Dance and Triad Girl very deep. They straighten up, and Stately Queen has strode to the lead, and Stately Queen to the 200 metres, a length on Balancia, followed by Mrs. Piper, Dine and Dance running a race, and then Triad Girl, Dine and Dance goes up to Stately Queen and Dine and Dance on the outside, maybe doing a shade the better. She is, and Dine and Dance goes on to win. Dine and Dance has beaten Stately Queen. Third home Flash Fun.
I don't think Stately Queen will be long making amends for that defeat. Fifth event was the Laudham Handicap, and Belle Tetue took her stake earnings beyond the $100,000 mark when she scored from Pride of Indies, who was a shade unlucky, just lost ground coming to the turn, and Arts Victory holding on well for third.
A length on Arts Victory, getting a beautiful split to the outside, Lord Rain, and then comes Belle Tetue, followed by Pride of Indies and So Tip at the 200 metres. Now a great race, Pride of Indies warming up, but now Arts Victory's taken the lead. Pride of Indies coming after him quickly, and Belle Tetue is flying home. Arts Victory and Belle Tetue, and Belle Tetue has done too well. Belle Tetue from Pride of Indies and Arts Victory.
Clever ride from Beaver Schofield to score on Belle Tetue. Sixth event was the Welter Handicap over 1,600 metres, and Quinton again, this was his third winner of the day when he scored on Zephyr Tai. You'll notice him tracking the leader, St Hubert's Bay, into the straight. He had a struggle to get past St Hubert's Bay, but Zephyr Tai, just the last 50 metres or so, was too strong.
St Hubert's Bay's pinched a break. It's 3 lengths now on Zephyr Tai. Lofty Bears into the clear. Running home fairly well with Star Parade, and then Born Red at the head of the remainder, and Shadow Minio's getting a rails run, but they've still got to get the leader. St Hubert's Bay's in front, but here comes Zephyr Tai, Star Parade and Lofty Bear claiming him. He's still in front, St Hubert's Bay. Zephyr Tai is wearing him down on the outside, and Zephyr Tai moved along St Hubert's Bay, and Zephyr Tai put his head in front close behind him to give Ron Quinton a winning treble. Zephyr Tai by a long head on the line, St Hubert's Bay. It's tight for third, maybe Born Red just in front of Lofty Bear.
Yes, that was a treble to Quinton, and soon after it was number 4 when he scored on Satin Sand. Was sent out at odds on Satin Sand. Had to have a few cracks with the whip from Quinton in the straight to really put his mind on the job, but came away in the end to defeat Karoo Blitz and Geniality.
Magic and White Flyer is last of all now as they commence the swing for home at the 450, and Golden Tango makes play about a length on Geniality. Here's Satin Sand warming up to the task and moving up very quickly, 3 deep, followed by Sound Susie. Satin Sand is after Geniality, who burn off Golden Tango, and then Karoo Blitz, but now Satin Sand as Quinton gets stuck into her, gains the upper hand. Second on the inside, Geniality, and then Karoo Blitz, but this is win number 4 for Ronnie Quinton. Satin Sand is streaking away from Karoo Blitz and Geniality, and Satin Sand untroubled to beat Karoo Blitz.
Pretty promising filly, Satin Sand, scoring there for Ron Quinton. The 8th event was the Bastille Day Handicap, and Grey Condor. You'll notice at the home turn, Grey Condor gets shuffled very wide, but Quinton balances him up and goes away to defeat. Anntelle and Rosebrook ran on pretty solidly for third.
The track and carted Grey Condor wider out, and little between them with Real Dream getting up on the inside. Rosebrook and now Anntelle. She's out on maybe the better ground. She's finishing quickly, Anntelle, but Grey Condor's taken the lead. Anntelle coming after her, followed by Rosebrook, but Grey Condor. Quinton is going to make it 5 for the day, and down to the line it's Grey Condor winning brilliantly by 1 length. Second home is that
5 for the day for Ron Quinton, and he certainly has the Sydney Premiership well won with Mick Dittman riding here over the Winter Carnival. Quinton has been in great form, 8 winners for the week. Final event went to French Finale, ridden by Terry Duckett. Just clear at the home turn here and fights on very well in the straight to defeat Taylor's Pick and Papa's favourite.
Misty Sarah Mildy well back as they straighten up, and French Finale almost joined in front by Taylor's Pick, and then Tamarind. Royal Sabre dropping off from Papa's favourite on the outside, clear of Misty Sarah. Mildy can't win it inside the 200. French Finale giving plenty of cheek. He's had to go for the bat on the second horse, Taylor's Pick, and French Finale's got it all wrapped up, and French Finale in fact comes away from Taylor's Pick and Papa's favourite. French Finale on the line, a length and a quarter, Taylor's Pick.
And that wrapped up the big 9-event card from Warwick Farm. A look now at the double and treble information. The double numbers were 1 and 5, paid $27.90, and the treble combination 4, 1 and 5, and the dividend $453.30.
Weather at Doomben, a bad track, whereas Flemington, there was a little bit of sun even peeping through down there, and the going was close to good. First event was the hurdle, and the favourite punters crashed literally when the favourite Zamenhof fell at the 800 metres. Victory going to Triple Toss over Brigade.
Triple Toss is going boldly from Brigade. At the last now, Triple Toss comes to it, crashed through it, landed 2 lengths in front. Brigade pulls back to the inside as bridging the gap. They're 4 lengths in front of Paddington Boy, but Triple Toss is finding plenty. She's drawn clear, and she's coming away, Triple Toss. She'll win the first. She'll lead all the way. Triple Toss wins the hurdle by 1.5 lengths, Brigade. 2.5 to Paddington Boy, third.
Second event was the Myros handicap down the straight 6 at Flemington, and it appeared that the outside section of the track was the faster yesterday, because you'll notice in this finish that the outside horses fill the placings and are right away from the others. Star Pyramid defeating Contemplation.
Star Pyramid, it's over a length in front of Contemplation. They'll fight it out. They're well clear. Over on the flat side, it's All Seeker there with Quilone, but Star Pyramid's in front of Contemplation, close to home. Final Offering will get up and run third down the outside, but Star Pyramid gets the money. 1.5 lengths to second Contemplation. 2 away, third is Final Offering.
The outside horses clearly superior there in that straight 6 race. We'll show you another one later. The third event was the Grand National Steeple, and Gogong and Trans Yonder went to the final hurdle together, and from that point Gogong was just a shade too strong, and in fact the last 100 metres drew right away from Trans Yonder.
Gogong on the outside, put his head in front. Trans Yonder fighting on. They're battling the National out with the grey. Gogong getting to the front with 200 metres to go, and he's starting to draw clear. And despite being run off coming through the gap, it's Gogong putting up a marvellous performance to win the Grand National for 1984. He runs away, and Gogong at the judge by 8 lengths. Trans Yonder is second, 15 lengths away, third, Jalico.
Was a big win because Gogong was inconvenienced at the home turn by a riderless horse. Fourth event went to Rustic Princess, one for the bookies here, scoring at 50 to 1. Rustic Princess from Scenic Walk and Mulga Hayes. Rustic Princess went to the lead about the 400 metres and came away to defeat Scenic Walk. The winner was just too good for Scenic Walk the last bit.
And down the outside, Mulga Hayes from Nisha Marie. Infinite Spirit is gone now, getting to the front. Scenic Walk to Rustic Princess from further out, Mulga Hayes. But Rustic Princess fighting on again. She's got in front of close to home, Scenic Walk and Mulga Hayes. And Rustic Princess is drawing clear. Rustic Princess by 3/4 to Scenic Walk.
Fifth event was the final of the Winter Plate Series, and Boyle over here with Arctic Wolf, ridden by Harry White, coming from near last at the home turn in a real upset, because only a week earlier Arctic Wolf was heavily backed with Disappointed. Yesterday 16 to 1, Arctic Wolf was too strong with Walk With Me.
Here's Arctic Wolf down the outside. She's the one starting to sprint quickly now, and further back in the field, Walk With Me. Arctic Wolf, this has been a big form reversal. She's grabbed the lead with 200 to go, and it can't be the same Arctic Wolf from last week. She's going to bolt in. Arctic Wolf coming right away from Walk With Me and Ranger's Son, and Arctic Wolf wins at about 3 lengths. Walk With Me second.
Impressive win by Arctic Wolf there in the final. Sixth event was the Biley Handicap over 2,000 metres, and Admel Boy and Arabian Myth had a great struggle in the straight, with Admel Boy just drawing away to score by a long neck. Another one for the bookies here, Admel Boy at 16 to 1.
Arabian Myth in front, 300 metres to go. Admel Boy draws up on the outside. They're fighting it out. It's Arabian Myth the inside, fighting on well. He's ahead in front of Admel Boy, and a gap to Deacon, no confusion. Admel Boy has got on terms with Arabian Myth. Arabian Myth and Admel Boy. Admel Boy on the outside, going home better. And Admel Boy has got up to win by a neck to Arabian Myth. 3 away, third is Deek.
Seventh event was also down the straight 6, and as we mentioned earlier, it appeared the outside section of the track was faster yesterday. It didn't work out in this race, with a few benefits coming along the inside. The good finish to defeat Solo Affair, who made up good ground late, and Proud Sapphire.
Possibly not much between them. Centerburg to the flat side. Few benefits moving up on the centre. Few benefits raced up to grab the lead now and raced right away over on that flat side. He's drawing right away from Fiery Embers, Solo Affair. Down the outside is Proud Sapphire, but Few Benefits is going to bolt in, and Few Benefits has won easily about 3 lengths to Solo Affair. Third's very tight. It's Fiery.
Final event from Flemington yesterday was the Headquarters Handicap over 2,500 metres. The winner here was Fox Seal. He made a sustained run from midfield to sweep to the lead about the 200 metres and come away to defeat Ivan's Pride and Purple Royal.
And Purple Royal goes to the rail. They're the only chances from Italian Verdict. 250 out, nearly a line of 4. Fox Seal on the outside, raced up to put his head in front. Purple Royal went for the run on the fence, but Fox Seal's dashed away. He's raced clear of Purple Royal Conservative, then Ivan's Pride and Arietta's Gold, but Fox Seal is going to trot in, and Fox Seal wins the last about 3.5 lengths. Ivan's Pride second, a neck away third, Purple Royal.
So the 8 events from Flemington yesterday. Now the double and treble information. The double numbers are coming. They're not coming. Double numbers 10 and 5 paid $75.70. The treble numbers 12, 10 and 5 paid $10,751.50. And the extra double from Flemington 6 and 6 paid $439.20. Good dividend there for the extra double. That's all we have in racing this morning. We have Gatton on Tuesday, a 10-event card there. At Eagle Farm on Wednesday, another meeting. And, of course, next Saturday at Bundamba, the Ipswich Cup Day, the annual meeting up there. And it's always a great day out. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty good field in the Cup. We'll take a break now. And we're certainly overdue for a win. We hope that might be next week in the Tattersalls Cup at Eagle Farm. The races at Bundamba were very, very successful yesterday. Some of the new facilities were opened for the first time to the public. Great crowd up there and a record tote turnover in excess of $400,000. So it seems as though Bundamba, Ipswich Amateur Turf Club are headed for very, very successful times. First event was the Doyle 2-year-old yesterday. Went to Laudham Star, and this was a very impressive win. He had considerable trouble. It's him in the blue colours about midfield at this stage. Dittman giving him a couple of cracks with the whip to stay in touch. Keep your eyes on him. In the straight, he's inclined to shift in, but he got to the line very, very strongly.
Step proudly and for all occasions, Paname just off the speed. Irish Abbey after beginning well, drifting back with Zarek Giraween. Laudham Star worse in midfield on the inside, then Golden Reflection, Tribal, Southern Sphere, Bramo Bay. Lucky Runners getting well back with Belle Mom, and last of all is Prospect Ridge coming down the side, 7.50 to go. The leader, Noble Roman, about a neck in front of Shane Myth. Sabisco is a length away third. Tall Silver going up into fourth place. Riv Valley fifth on the inside, and then Paname Step proudly for all occasions. Zarek, Golden Reflection, then Laudham Star, Giraween, Irish Abbey, Southern Sphere, Lucky Runner, Bramo Bay, Belle Mom, and Prospect Ridge is last. Onto the home turn, 350 metres to go. Noble Roman hard ridden on the bend. He leads by a length on Shane Myth. Riv Valley and Tall Silver just behind them. Sabisco to the outside. Paname running on fairly well. And now Dittman bringing Laudham Star to the extreme outside, and for all occasions is running on gamely. 150 metres to go in the leader. Noble Roman just in front of Shane Myth. Laudham Star on the outside is cutting down these leaders. The pace might be a bit too close there. Drawing to the line, they hit it. Oh, gee, it's close. This is pretty close. It's one that could go either way. Take your own pick. Shane Myth or Laudham Star. It's very tight. Noble Roman, Tall Silver, and for all occasions in a photo for third.
Laudham Star getting a controversial photo finish there over Shane Myth, and then withstanding a protest from the third place getter for all occasions. We'll show you now the slow motion in the straight. You'll notice on the outside, Laudham Star is inclined to bore in on top of for all occasions in the red cap. Shane Myth is still clear at this stage. He's one off the fence. Here comes Laudham Star in the blue colours and the white cap. Very, very generous finish, and certainly an effort which indicates that he's going to be better suited over a distance longer than 1,200 metres and on a track a little bit bigger than Bundamba. Second event was the first long novice, and it went to Rich Brother, who is solidly back to start 6-1. Pretty impressive, this New Zealand 3-year-old. I think he's going to work his way through the classes. He defeated Proper Job, who was well ridden by Marie Linden, just held up at a crucial stage at the home turn. I felt Rich Brother clearly outstayed Proper Job in the final 100 metres.
Brown Cobbler, the leader, coming down the straight the first time. Game Patrol began fairly well, and Grand Dutch going up at a third spot on the outside. Classifier, after missing the start, is going up quickly on the outside of Proper Job, and Tarde running about sixth on the inside, then a Resolute who's 4 deep. Rich Brother up in between horses at the moment. Game Patrol is there in the centre, then Grand Dutch, Harbour Gold, Unstable, Surovet, then Brown Ripper and My Playboys last of all. They're going to the turn out of the straight, heading up towards the 1,500, and the leader, Brown Cobbler, a length and a half in front. Proper Job running second, a neck away third, Tarde on the rails, followed by a Resolute. Willits was trapped out 3 and 4 deep on a Resolute. He didn't want to sit there, so he's letting him slide up to race outside of the leader. Back in about 5th place on the rails is Game Patrol, covered by Classifier, and then Unstable, Rich Brother, Harbour Gold, then Surovet. Brown Ripper next to the inside, back second last, My Playboy, and at the rear of the field is Surovet. As they run towards the back again, now that's Grand Dutch back running about third last. And the leader here with 1,000 metres to go is Brown Cobbler, a length in front of a Resolute. Now Duffy, he was back in the field, and he was out a bit wide, and he wasn't happy with the speed, so he's let loose on My Playboy, and My Playboy has loomed up on the outside to vie for the lead with Brown Cobbler. A Resolute now in third place. Proper Job fourth on the rails, and then Game Patrol. Here's another one taking off. Harbour Gold going up into 5th place on the outside, and then Tarde, Classifier, Unstable, followed by Surovet, Grand Dutch, and Brown Ripper's back near last. As they come down the side, 650 metres left to go. Brown Cobbler about a half length in front of My Playboy. Proper Job snookered third on the inside. Harbour Gold continuing that run. He's moved up on the outside of a Resolute. Rich Brother now starting a run. So too is Game Patrol. They're bunching right up as they come onto the corner. 400 metres left to go. Brown Cobbler the inside, a Resolute the centre, and 3 deep is Harbour Gold. They're vying for the lead as they flatten for the run in. Rich Brother tackling the lot of them on the outside, and he's loomed up to poke his nose in front. Rich Brother, 200 metres to go. Rich Brother has taken the lead from Harbour Gold. Proper Job and Game Patrol running on gamely. It's Rich Brother about a length in front of Proper Job, who's coming pretty quickly at the end. Rich Brother in front of Proper Job. Yes, he's going to be too good, I think. Rich Brother first, Proper Job second, Game Patrol third.
Solid staying performance there from Rich Brother. He's going to head south with the rest of the Nigel Landers team. I think he's certain to pay his way in Melbourne in the restricted races over the spring meetings. Third event was the Eyeliner Stakes, and a very big win here to Final Affair, well ridden by Gary Willits. The dashing Vagabond is actually second last at this stage. He gets up to run second in quite a good performance.
Going fast with Soroka. Mazurski, Son of Gosh, near the inside, showing plenty of dash. Mr. Magic is just behind the speed on settling down. Final Affair is going up, but caught a little bit wide. Superanor up in a good position. Then Flash Lady, Dashing Vagabond improving, going up to midfield along the inside, and then Bold Personality. Further back in the field came Squib Zephyr, followed by Rapid Time, Patira. Muffler's getting well back. He's back near the rear of the field with Beer Wagon. Well back too is Uncle Joe, and Cardan's last of all, and back about third last, King of the Stars, as they come down the side. 500 metres to go. Hassandine's gone to the lead. Hassandine about a length in front of Kaoru Kylie, a length away third, Son of Gosh. Final Affair is coming into it with a great run on the outside of Superanor, and then Mr. Magic, who's hard-ridden as they come onto the bend. Soroka is still there with Flash Lady and Bold Personality to the outside. 250 metres left to go, and Final Affair loomed up on the outside to go to the lead. It's Final Affair kicking away from them, 2 lengths in front of Hassandine, Superanor. Soroka down the outside with Flash Lady, but it's all Final Affair close to home, and Final Affair's too good for them in the run to the line. Final Affair first, second, Dashing Vagabond, who flew, and third, Patira.
Clear-cut win there to Final Affair, but there's a couple of good runs in this. We'll show you the slow motion in a minute. Dashing Vagabond's effort to get second was good after missing the start, and the third place getter, Patira and Uncle Joe, both run on strongly out wide. We might highlight the run of Muffler. Over on the inside, he's about 10th at this stage in the blue colours and the white cap. It's Final Affair dashing clear, but there's Muffler just getting his head into the clear there. Over the final stages, you'll note that he has considerable trouble getting a run. On his outside, a Swift Zephyr also ran on quite well. This stage, Final Affair, he's 2 or 3 lengths clear. And right down the outside come Patira and Uncle Joe. And have a look at Muffler, just in camera range, just going out of camera range at that stage. And I thought his effort was very good. He used to run in the Fourex mile at Eagle Farm next Saturday over 1,600 metres and should be pretty hard to beat. Fourth event at Bundamba yesterday was the first skipping to novice, and an impressive win here to Fossica, who was awkwardly drawn. He had to cover a little bit of ground, but he really careered away in the straight to score by 3 lengths from Java and Burnett Khan in third place.
Plenty of dash with Mornington Cannon. On settling down, Noble Victory, the leader, 1,000 metres to go, leads by a half length on Bright Wine, pushing up along the inside, and so is Mornington Cannon. Burnett Khan is just off the speed in about 4th place, followed then by Java. Up there, nice and handy too, is Blythe Boy, Lick and Stick on the inside, and then Suma, who's going forward, Raison Det and Fossica running about 8th as they come down the side. Island Magic next on the inside, and then Rocky's Habit, Royal Kona. In between horses, Powders, and then Money Clip, Sweet Legend. Assans is getting well back with Trendy Star, and Pair de Court's last of all. They're coming towards the home turn, and the leader, Mornington Cannon, a length and a half in front of Burnett Khan, who's pushed along a little bit in second place. Bright Wine dropping out of it. Noble Victory still there on the outside, and coming up 4 deep is Java. Raison Det, Fossica now starting a strong run, and then Blythe Boy well into the straight. 250 metres left to go. Java loomed up on the outside to go to the lead, but here comes Fossica with a great run on the outside, and Duffy has now taken the favourite to a clear-cut lead, and he's got it shot to pieces. Fossica is charging away from them over the final stages. He's going to bolt in. Fossica first, Java second, Burnett Khan third.
Commanding victory there to the 3-year-old Fossica, who I think next year could develop into a very useful performer. He's another likely to run at the Tats meeting next Saturday. We'll show you the slow motion at the home turn. Fossica, who'd raced 3 or 4 wide, comes to the outside. That's Java in the red colours, and switching around his heels is Fossica. Duffy winding him up now, and you'll notice in a few strides when Duffy gives him a couple of cracks with the whip, he really explodes. He gets past Java very quickly, and he goes on to score by 3 lengths. I think a performance which stamps him as a colt of some potential. He's a very well-bred horse, Fossica, and I think if he does develop during a spell later this year, he's going to be a handy horse in 1985. We'll take a break now in Sports In and continue our Bundamba review the other side of the break. Which is quite hard to fathom, really, because he's been marvellously consistent over the winter meetings and underlined his class with a runaway win in the Fourex Cup at Doomben only a week earlier. But the few staunch supporters secured remarkable odds, 9-1 about Hussar's Command, beautifully ridden by Wayne Harris and turned out in excellent order by Bede Murray. He defeated the very unlucky Rose and Thistle, who made it 3 seconds on the trot, and third place to the 3-year-old Riverdale, who ran a great race. So that's Old Currency taking up the running at this stage, and he's joined pretty soon by Gadachi in the lead.
And a half. Gadachi going a bit keenly in second place, and Viscount Jeffrey third on the outside of the Dimple. Miles Better settling about fifth on the inside of Riverdale, who's over nice and handy. He's only 2 horses off the rails. Then Sharona, who's on the midfield. Over on the outside then was Abbott. Further back in the field, Hussar's Command. Cobb & Co is next on the rails, and then Rose and Thistle, Beaver Boy. Well back is Marlin, and then Dynamo on the inside of Our Compromise, Smoky Babylon, Sovereign Chief, and Rock Show is last. They've got 1,400 metres left to go, and there's plenty of speed on. Old Currency vying for the lead at the moment with Gadachi, and they're about 5 lengths in front of the Dimple on the outside of Miles Better, a length and a half to Riverdale, who's settled nicely. Viscount Jeffrey next on the outside, Sharona on the rails, a couple of lengths to Abbott, followed by Cobb & Co, and then Hussar's Command, who's up midfield at the moment. Rose and Thistle on the outside of Beaver Boy, and then Marlin. Dynamo's next, covered by Our Compromise. Further back, Sovereign Chief, Smoky Babylon, and Rock Show still last. 1,000 metres to go. Gadachi on the outside, about a hit in front of Old Currency. They're 4 lengths in front of the Dimple, followed by Miles Better, beautifully placed, fourth on the inside, and then Viscount Jeffrey, who's covering Riverdale. Sharona hard ridden on the inside, and then Abbott, Rose and Thistle, followed by Cobb & Co. Then Hussar's Command, a length to Rock Show, starting a run, and then Marlin, Beaver Boy, Our Compromise, and Dynamo well back, and then Sovereign Chief and Smoky Babylon. They're starting to bunch up as they come down the side. 700 metres left to go, and Old Currency tackled quickly by Riverdale. Duffy's made his move, and Riverdale loomed up to go to the lead on the outside. In fact, he shot clear. He's a length and a half in front. Rose and Thistle running on gamely. Abbott's coming into it with a great run. Rock Show going forward on the outside, followed by Sovereign Chief, who's putting in a big burst right around the field, and Hussar's Command is just behind them as they straighten up. 300 metres to go. The leader, Riverdale, about to be tackled by Rose and Thistle on the outside. Abbott in the centre. Hussar's Command, Rock Show, Sovereign Chief down the outside. Rose and Thistle has taken the lead from Riverdale, who's fighting on. Hussar's Command is coming at the pair of them on the outside. Rose and Thistle, Riverdale. Hussar's Command is cutting them down quickly on the outside. Hussar's Command grabbed the lead. Yes, he's got up. He's just got up. Hussar's Command. Hussar's Command beat Rose and Thistle. Riverdale.
Hussar's Command scoring his second Cup win in a week. I think a special mention should be made of the effort of Riverdale to finish third there. He had 54 kilos. Wasn't receiving much weight from the season stayers, Hussar's Command and Rose and Thistle. Riverdale will wind up a pretty busy winter campaign in the Tattersalls Cup next week, and then he's to be eased up for a couple of weeks to get ready for the Caulfield Cup, and he could be a chance in the big Cup race in October. Sixth event was the second long novice, and Standing Orders, well ridden by Neil Williams, scored from Noble Celt and then withstood a protest. Starting at 14-1, Standing Orders, that's him sweeping across in front of the field in the nose roll. He's actually the leader there, takes the box seat, and he stays very strongly in the straight to hold out Noble Celt.
Interior's third, reporting fourth, going up wide on the track as Art Student to tackle those leaders, and Happy Donna makes it a line of 5 right across the track as they come to the winning post. Waikato Brown running 6th on the inside, and then Ski Jumper, followed by Zama Zephyr in a huff, then Roy Mack. Getting well back is Noble Cell with All Crown, Who's Calling, and Gin Slingers last. As they go to the turn out of the straight, they've got about 1,600 metres to go, and Art Student has taken over now. He crosses onto the rails and leads by 2 lengths. Reporting running second. Standing Orders is a head away third on the inside, and then Interiors. Happy Donna still 3 deep. Waikato Brown over on the rails, and then Roy Mack, Zama Zephyr, Ski Jumper, followed by Inner Huff, All Crowns, and then Noble Cell. Another length and a half to Who's Calling, and Gin Slingers still last. Not a great deal of speed on now as they head towards the back. 1,200 metres to go. And the leader, Art Student, a length in front. Art Student clear. In second place is Happy Donna. A couple of lengths then to Reporting on the outside of Standing Orders. Another 2 lengths to Waikato Brown, followed by Interiors. Roy Mack picking up ground along the inside. He's saving every inch of ground at the moment, getting a nice run up into about 6th place. Then Ski Jumper, followed by Zama Zephyr. All Crowns is getting a run on the rails as well. Then Inner Huff, who's now taking off. He's going up 4 and 5 wide. Further back then came Noble Celt, Who's Calling, and Gin Slingers still last. Just short of 800 metres to go. Art Student a half length in front of Happy Donna. Standing Orders a length and a half away third, then Inner Huff. Roy Mack continuing to get that nice run on the inside. He's now 5th. Then Waikato Brown and Reporting in the centre. Zaman Zephyr next on the outside of All Crowns, and then Noble Celt, Interiors, Ski Jumper, Who's Calling, and Gin Sling. As they run on towards the home turn, about 450 metres to go. Art Student tackled quickly now by Happy Donna in the centre, and Standing Orders going up 4 wide as they run onto the bend. Roy Mack is working off the rails now. He's finishing gamely. Then Inner Huff
Waikato Brown on the outside coming home strongly, and further back then came Noble South. Well in the straight, 250 metres to go. Standing Orders has taken the lead. It's Standing Orders in front. Zephyr's getting a lovely run. Noble South down the outside, and Waikato Brown is coming home hard. Standing Orders is just in front. Noble South trying to pick him up on the outside, but Standing Orders in front, drawing to the line, and he's won it. Standing Orders has beaten either Noble South, Zephyr, or who's calling.
Victorian Standing Orders scoring a dashing ride there by Neil Williams, and as I said, withstanding a protest from the runner-up Noble Celt. Seventh event was the second skipping to novice, and Hard Gift gave Gavin Duffy a winning double. Landed a big plunge too, 5s into 11 to 4 when he defeated True Star and Rusty's Pride. That's the favourite Blue Run spearing to the lead, but he tied in the last 100 metres to finish up in 5th place.
Then Caroleo. Rincana, Hard Gift is pushing through in the centre. Hellaroo, after beginning well, is drifting back. Then Rumyan, True Star going very quickly on the outside, but right off the track. And then Lord Luskin. Aldermate getting well back in the field by King Ruler next on the inside. And then Star Spread Capelin, followed by Rusty's Pride. Hellaroo's well back as they come down the side. And last of all, as they head down past the 800-metre mark, is Lahara Lad. Noble Jewel about midfield. Blue Run the leader and travelling easily as they come down with 500 metres to go. Leads by a length. Bacchio second. True Star third. Sparkle Free fourth. Followed by Carolo, and then Hard Gift, Rumyan. True Star's right off the track as they come onto the bend, and then Star Spread. Straightening up now, Blue Run's just in front. True Star a bit wide on the turn into the straight, then Bacchio. Followed by Carolo, Sparkle Free next on the inside, and Hard Gift. Blue Run still the leader, 200 metres to go. He's pushing him along a little bit. He's drifting out to the middle of the track. True Star's trying hard to pick him up, and then Bacchio. Hard Gift on the outside, and Rusty's Pride is coming from nowhere. Hard Gift loomed up to Blue Run, and True Star, they hit the line. Hard Gift's got up to beat True Star. Now it's close for third, Rusty's Pride or Bacchio.
Good effort from the place getters there, True Star and Rusty's Pride. I think they're two you can follow successfully in the coming weeks. Final event was the transition, and a dashing win here to Red Mountain, who runs on very strongly in the straight to defeat Hangzhou and Montpellier Prince.
She drops out last, onward getting well back with Red Mountain, going fast. Pay the Butler takes the lead. Going up very quickly on the outside, our Rosalie tackling Pay the Butler now. Queen's Guard settling third, followed by Fugato.